I'm saying,
Send them arms and hit it.
Myron, if I'm saying that right, y'all there?
Yes, yes.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. How's everybody doing? Got it. Al. What's up, Al? I can't hear everybody.
Same old, same old.
Everybody doing good? Keena, you on? I can see you.
Good evening.
Dave,
I'm doing good.
doing good, King? That's great. Dave, you good? What's going on in the truck?
All right.
I'll try to get my tractors jump.
You said what?
I'm trying to get one of the tractors jump so I can take it down to the shop so my guy can clean it up for me.
Okay, you at work. Myron, what's going on, brother? Let me see your face. I want to see everybody. Well, Ken, I know you probably at work. What's going on? Oh, Ken, you could have stayed off. I was trying to get Myron. Myron knew. So I wanted to see everybody's face if he can get his camera going on so we can get kicking. I want to see how everybody's week's going. Anybody thoughts? Anybody need help with anything? Everybody got their LLCs going. I want everybody, the new mentees, to talk about that business credit. And really just hear what y'all got to say for this week. All right, well, Myron not there. Reef, your camera going in and out, Reef. There you go. You still at work? Look like you at the kids' soccer practice or something, baseball field.
You got to mute.
You got to mute.
My bad. What'd you say, bro?
I said, I knew I saw something. Looked like you was at a soccer, football, or something field.
Oh yeah, you know, I coach Little League football, so I'm at football practice.
My guy. Al,
Yes,
how
sir.
was your week? I missed you last week. This is Albert right here, everybody. This is one of the mentees that came out of the program. Y'all met Dave last week, but this week Dave is on. Albert is on. We missed him last week. He can introduce himself. He was one of the mentees that came in right around when Dave came in. He was in and out like a bank robbery in the mentee program. He went out, bought his own truck like Dave went out, bought his own truck. And like these two was the first mentees in the program. They out rocking and rolling. So I want them to keep encouraging y'all as well. Reef, I know you just bought your truck, you and Keena. But these are the guys that like you said, you probably seen them at the shop. They came out last week, and I want them to go ahead and give you the encouragement, even though you got it in you, heart of a lion. I already know you're going to do it and blow it out the water. But I like this, the new mentees and all the new people that's on now, to hear from both of my guys that definitely came out and they doing the thing. So go ahead, Al.
I mean, like for the most part, it's cool. Yeah, I mean, you got your good days, you got your bad days. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, you just gotta just stick in there, hang in there. You know, do your calls. What else? Just you got. It's going to be a process to get them, the contracts and everything like that. But other than that, yeah, I mean, you just got to stick in there. Yeah, I mean, you get the money. You just got to work for the money.
Like anything else.
But yeah. I mean, but I like it for the simple fact that I have more time to spend with my family and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that right there is a big thing for me. Family time. The money gonna be there, but it's giving me the opportunity to do what I got to do. As a father and as a husband, and you can make the money. It's just you gotta go out there and get it.
For sure, just like anything else, entrepreneurship isn't always going to be good, because the bad days you have is the days that you need to figure it out to make it good. And that's what I wanted to talk about today, because a lot of people think that once you become an entrepreneur, that the world is going to stay shining each and every day. And that's not what it was designed to be. Entrepreneurship was built to be designed to have the freedom and the mobility, but still put in the hard work to have your good days and your bad days. I don't see a business that has good days each and every day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. And if you can name one, please let me know so I can invest in one. But I love towing. And the reason why is because I love my good days, but I like my bad days better because my bad days keeps me grounded. You know what I mean? It grounds me. It makes me use my brain. Typically, when you having good days all the time, you tend to forget that you even got a brain because you see the money coming in. Whereas though the bad days, like I said, it makes you to become that visionary to see what I need to do to keep leveling up to the next scale. So that's my thing about entrepreneurship is, listen, man, like I tell y'all each and every week, yeah, the money's going to be there, but the most important part about being an entrepreneurship is giving you that freedom. Just like you, Al, you worked at SEPTA, you know what I mean? So you had bad days at SEPTA being an employee, you know what I mean? And I can see people having more bad days being an employee versus being an entrepreneur, 100%. You know what I mean? Because as an employee, you don't even want to wake up to even go to work, but you got to go to work because you got to pay your bills. You know what I mean? As an entrepreneur, you do the same thing. You wake up and you go to work, but you happy working for yourself, bringing all the money back to your household. You know what I mean? So that's why I chose entrepreneurship. Not because what it gives me, but what's in store for me and how it makes me use my brain. You know what I mean? That brain is a muscle and you got to keep working that muscle for it to grow, just like you do your abs and your biceps and your legs and your calves. Your brain is the same way. If you don't do research, guess what? You don't have that company. If you don't work that contract, guess what? You have no money. You know what I mean? So as an entrepreneur, that don't mean that you can just lag around, lay around. I can do a couple tools because I got the freedom. Like, to each his own. If a person wants to do that, then guess what? That's their way of being an entrepreneur. But my way of entrepreneur is keep leveling up. What do I need to do? You know what I mean? And I focus on one business. You know what I mean? I juggle a lot of businesses, but my main key that I focus on is tone because that's my top bread and butter. You know what I mean? So when you tend to juggle around a bunch of businesses, you lose insight on another business until you know how to even run one business to even stretch your arms out to another business. So you got to actually lock one business in. And when that business is working for you and you're not working for your business, because people don't understand, even as an entrepreneur, you can still be a slave to your business. You kind of get what I'm saying? You can still be locked into where as though you're stressed out in your business. And like me and Reef was talking, it's a good stress and a bad stress. What stress you want? Like I said before, I take the business stress over the broke stress all day long. You know what I mean? But what I'm telling y'all today in this tone world is not an easy game, but it's a profitable game. You kind of get what I'm saying? So if you're in it for the long haul to work for your company for the rest of your life, guess what? You're really working for your company for the rest of your life. But the object is to work the company and work it to the dynamics to where you don't even have to be in your truck and your employees are working it for you. Kind of get what I'm saying? Is no point of spending 30, 40, 50, 60, 120, 150,000 on these tow trucks. These tow trucks are not made to sit. These tow trucks are made to consistently, constantly, and produce each and every week, each and every day. And if your truck is sitting, guess what? Yeah, you're an entrepreneur, but you got to work your truck to make the money. And that's not what we're here for. We're here for me to teach you how to be an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? I worked them trucks for decades, you know what I mean? But I was in my own way. I could have been and got out these trucks 15 years ago, but I'm so used to being hands-on. Like I said, I was in my own way and burnt my own body out to the point where as though my knees, back, feet, everything is hurting, and I'm only 39 years old. You know what I mean? So we just gotta buckle down when it comes to this work, man. We gotta get up each and every day. Put yourself on the same time schedule as if you was working for SEPTA or whoever else you was working for. Put yourself on that same time schedule. Put them same hours in that y'all put in at at your employment. Point blank period. If y'all put that same hours in, making 17 or $30 an hour, whatever the case may be, put that same time in that tow truck, and I guarantee you, man, y'all gonna be phenomenal companies.
So
Go
Mo,
ahead.
let me ask you a question too.
I want
Now
that.
about when you fill out for these companies, right?
Right?
Why do they have the rates the way they do?
Because y'all allow it to. That's why they only going to go off of a new company and what they think you're going to agree to. You know what I mean? Because this is what other people agreed to, right? So with these contracts, like Dave did, you got to learn the hours. You know what I mean? Y'all got to learn the hours of production. Just remember, you got to kick back like this, Al. Hold on, I'm gonna let you talk. You got to kick back like this. You got to think. You got the overhead, you got the gas bills, you got the insurance bills, and you got maintenance bills. Right? So they can't tell you, I'm gonna give you $31 for a tow or $41 for a tow. No, I need $75. The object of, once again, of an entrepreneur is figuring things out to make it work for the system that you have in place. You kind of get what I'm saying? Entrepreneur isn't okay. I got these companies, they only paying this. Oh my God, what do I do? No.
No.
And then you know what they'll do too? That now I see this a lot too. They're like I was talking to Dave. When I was talking to Dave earlier, I said, Dave, look, they got a car going from Jersey back over here to Philly, and there's only $50. But what about the time? What about the time that I'm going?
And bridge toll
They
fees.
they don't even give you going time. Yeah, they don't give you none of that. It's just what I see now. They calculate from where the car is at and where it got to go. That's it. They don't calculate nothing else in the middle. Why is that?
So all right, so listen up, Dave and Al. So if the company that we talked about earlier isn't giving us what we want, what about the other ones that was given? Has any of them contacted back?
The second one he talking about, is similar to the first one, but everybody else ain't. The one boy I sent you his contact the other day.
Okay.
He a funny boy.
I know you're talking about.
I talked to him on Tuesday. He said the same thing he told me last Tuesday. All right, I'm gonna send it over to you. Give me a couple minutes, and we're going on Friday.
All right, so guess what? When providers go dead for me, guess what I do? Because providers go dead for me, and I'm grandfathered in with rates that I had 15 years ago at top dollar, right? They go dead for me because sometimes too, because my rates is locked in and they can't change them. And then once again, they got these $25 tolls in. So guess what we do as a group? We had these Zoom meetings, and that's why I'm here. Okay, providers are slow. So now what we got to work on? We got to work on lot enforcement. We got to work on lot enforcement projects, which you can get easy, Dave, in Delaware, and you don't even have to call 911 and get a ticket on it. Okay. Dave, you in the state where repos is one of the top places to repo because you don't even got to call a repo in. You don't even need paperwork. All your provider do is say, I need this car, and hand you the paperwork on the car or email you the paperwork on the car, and you just take the car and take it back to your facility. Whereas though me, Al, and Sharif, we're in Philadelphia, right? We have to have a repo license, right? And once we repo that car, we got to go to the police district, show our repo license. They got to do a police report just so when the people call, they know their car wasn't stolen, it was repo, and then take it back to our lot or take it back to their drop lot, right? So we need to be working on contracts, parking lot contracts. We need to be working on repo licenses. It's minor.
So in Delaware, you don't need a repo. I did.
You don't need a repo license, Dave, in Delaware.
I did start Googling it a little bit, and it was coming up a little funny. So
Delaware is I believe like One of the only states you don't need a repo license.